Okay, honorable colleagues, the first issue we are treating today is the status inquiry on the automation of foreign currency collection in Nigerian foreign missions. In the course of our investigation into revenue leakages and collections, we had an information that there was a contract entered into by the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, well, by the Federal Government of Nigeria, with Messrs. File Solutions Limited for the automation of foreign collection in Nigerian foreign missions worldwide sometime in 2021. And this is 2024 July ending. And we wanted to know what is the status of that contract and of the collection of revenue from Nigeria's foreign missions and every other collection that have to do with payment from outside of the shores of the Federation. And I think the most convenient place to start is to ask the Accountant General to give us her brief. She sent in a written presentation on that earlier on the status of the automation of our foreign currency collection. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is supposed to be part of this hearing. I was just being told now that they said the permanent secretary was out of town, and I was saying that they could have sent someone who is very familiar with the matter to still be able to come and take it. But we can start from the Accountant General giving us a brief on the status of the automation of the foreign currency collections in Nigerian foreign missions. Madam, you have the floor, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The status of this project, which is on the automation of the collections from the foreign missions abroad. The system has been developed, tested, and accepted to be okay. The next stage was to bring in a pilot Nigerian missions, to have like a 5 missions to pilot the system. And at that time, demand was made to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to identify those missions that can be used to pilot the system. But response has not been forthcoming until the new administration came in, and attempts has also been made to return to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which has not been really fruitful yet. Hoping to get to the Minister of Finance, because Minister of Finance has to approve that we get back to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to initiate the discussion all over again. That is where we are as at the moment. Thank you.
After the contract was awarded to the company in question, you needed to have a pilot scheme. And to have that pilot scheme is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that should have advised or suggested the missions. Use the microphone, madam. Use the microphone.
Yes, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is to advise on those missions to start the scheme with.
Okay, so do you have a copy of the letter that was written to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs asking them for this information on nomination? Can we have a copy of that letter or letters?
The officer is indicating that it's not here, but we don't know whether it was submitted alongside the submission made. Okay. The copy of that letter is not here, but in the committee handling this was made up of Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and Auditor General's Office, and the bank, Central Bank of Nigeria. So at committee level, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs was represented and should have known that, but the copy of letter is not here.
You wanted to make an observation?
Yes, Chairman. Let me just speak based on the experience I have on foreign missions. The posting of the account officers in foreign missions are directly from the Accountant General's office. They report directly to the Accountant General's office. So if you want to build an architecture or a structure that will enhance your revenue, you have a direct link to your officers in foreign missions. Because even the officers in foreign missions, they act like lords, even to the ambassadors in those embassies. I have been to more than 30 embassies, and I've witnessed all of them. Because they believe that they are not part of the foreign ministry staff. They act as staffs of Accountant General's office. You sent them there. So developing a structure on how your revenue will be collected doesn't need even Foreign Affairs Ministry. It can be tangentially, but not mainly. Mainly developing the structure, you are destroying the structure with your staff at those missions. It shouldn't be a problem. Maybe I'm making a mistake, but that's how I understand it. I have gone to several missions abroad, and that is what.
As Deputy Chairman.
Yes, Deputy Chairman of Foreign Affairs, and that is what is operational there. The ambassadors there, they are like toothless bulldog, because without money we can't do anything. And the staffs that they send from Accountant General's office report directly to Accountant General, not to them. So they behave like lords. So in developing structures on revenue, you don't need them. They are your staff. You don't need the Foreign Affairs Ministry. If you want to wait for Foreign Affairs Ministry we don't want you to achieve your aim because of what they do over there. So if you deal with your staff directly, that is how you want the revenue to go, they will listen to you. Thank you.
All right. Okay, Attorney.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I wanted to buttress the argument made by my brother. The issue in foreign affairs is like the office of the Accountant General, those posted to this foreign affairs, are the laws. They don't even obey the ambassadors. It's the truth. That's the truth all over the world, from those from Nigeria. And this is practical experience. If the Accountant General wants to get information about what is happening, she can easily call those she has posted there directly. Foreign Affairs will not cooperate with the Accountant General's office because they don't actually want them there. They don't want them there in the first instance. They believe that they are taking their jobs. An Accountant General posted by the Accountant General's office goes there and cannot even say good morning to the ambassadors or even to the consular generals, because they believe that they are the ones running the show. So, madam, I think what you probably have to do, those missions that need this pilot program, you know, your people know them. You don't need the Foreign Affairs to work with you on this. Just order them to do whatever they are supposed to do and report back. But this is not probably the venue for that. I really don't believe we need them there.
Thank you, sir, and members, for the observation raised. Let me start by saying that the Office of Accountant General only deploys accountants to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But it's from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that they are deployed to various missions. The Office of Accountant General doesn't deploy directly to the missions abroad.
Wow. Go ahead, madam. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Then it is not expected for any officers of Office of Accountant General in foreign mission to disobey or to go against any established rules that are obtainable in the public service, even including the foreign services, foreign missions. So if there is any, it may either be a perspective, but if there should be such a disobedience of rules, I think the heads of the mission, they have administrative power to deal with any officer that behave differently. So I'm not saying that they may not have misbehaved, but if they have misbehaved, the administrative officers heading the mission...
No, that's even a secondary matter. The intent of that reference is to the effect to show how powerful they are. That's actually what they made reference. That they are actually, that if you had wanted to commence the process, because, madam, if you look at the terms of the contracts that you gave, where you listed the scope of the service to be rendered to Nigeria, to enable, that's one, to enable timely collection of revenue from all Nigerian foreign missions across the world online real time. 2, design a multi-currency conversion web portal, design a multi-language web portal, and then 4, which I'm very, very interested in, to design an online access to authorized officers in relevant MDAs of foreign affairs, and so on and so forth, to timely monitor generation of relevant reports and collections. In other words, you want to see what is happening in terms of revenue on real time. So, if I may ask, after this contract was awarded almost 5 years ago and is not taken up till now, how do you monitor the inflow of revenue into government accounts from these foreign missions? What is the platform that you use as we speak now to monitor this inflow outside of the effective deployment of this solution?
That is the real reason why this system was even considered to be appropriate. But the only way is for them to report that these have been collected and they will be reviewed against the accounts where it has been deposited into. Not as much as it will have been if the system is in place, that we need not to have that long report, or to avoid the delay, and also to have information as and when due. So these are the issues that we are now considering, that just like it was said that we can as well do something in that regard. We have referred back to the Ministry of Finance, to the Minister, to have an approval to deal directly with the missions abroad. We are waiting the Minister's approval to do that.
Master, sorry, sir. Let me just, I appreciate this. Sorry, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Madam, I appreciate this your initiative. Beautiful initiative. Because we that are sitting down here, if we know the balances of what is in various foreign accounts, you marvel. Some of them unilaterally they borrow from it. Some of them
they do what?
They borrow from the money on their own. And some of them, you see, the thing is that in some missions, you see a budgetary list of 5 years back, 6 years back, still in their system, waiting for what they want to use to purchase to be up to. For example, if they want to purchase something of $30,000, and this year release is just $2,000, they keep it there. Next year they add to it. The other year they add to it. There are a lot of balances like that all over the world. And let me also tell you that in some place, go to UK, go to New York, go to Atlanta, if you see the balances in the account from the immigration collection, from visa collections, they are huge. In fact, they bribe themselves to go to those places. So that's why I say I like this initiative, because it will enable those money to be coming seamlessly. But
and Madam has not even told us how do you keep track?
yes,
Now.
so that's what I'm saying. That, Madam, sorry, Madam, let me see. What I'm saying is, it's not you might be smiling, but I'm not smiling with it because I've seen it all there. You see, the issue is that this your initiative is very good. If you are waiting for Foreign Affairs to speak, to work on with you on it, they will truncate it. Because you have said here, we understand very well. When they demand is okay, we have 20 missions that we don't have account officers there, they will write to you. You now transfer 30 account officers to them. They will not post them. They are still your staff. When they get there, they don't look themselves as part of staff of missions. And let me tell you, in the Foreign Affairs, if you are a staff there, they will know whether you are a professional the career officer or not. They distinguish between themselves. They are career officers. They look at accountant and not career officers. Even the military attaches, the immigration people, there's a way they scatter themselves. But the powerful people there, they are your account officer. That if you want to get this system done, you don't need anybody apart from only them. Apart from them.
Deputy Chairman, I'm coming, please.
Thank you, my chairman. Mama account. Going through this process and the contract, we want to know how much investment have we made on this particular project, and also from the contractor or the vendor, how much have you received from the government? That's one. Secondly, those finance attaché, just like he rightly pointed out, in the foreign missions, how do we even check what they are doing? Do they report to you or they report to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs? Because of course in accounting, there must be check and balances. How do we check them and ensure that what they are doing it correctly, ma'am? Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Chair.
Madam, your microphone always, please.
The contract sum of this project was 83,644,653 naira 50 kobo, and payments made so far on 2 tranches totaled 75,280,188 naira 14 kobo. Still have a balance of 8,364,465 naira.
That represents almost those mathematics guru, about 80-something%. Is it? About 80?
About 10%. 10%.
Remaining.
Yes.
So we are paid about 90% of the contract sum.
Yes.
For this project which has not started.
But the system is complete.
Yeah, I understand. It's not been deployed. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
We have not deployed it yet. We have invested about 75 million naira on the technology. All right.
For the vendor, how much have you received?
The Deputy Chair, sir, we've collected over 75 million, but the bulk of it was used in staging the servers. And like the Accountant General rightly stated, the project is 100% completed. The portal is ready. We're just waiting for the deployment.
When was it completed, please?
It's been completed for over 2 years. We have been ready for the past 3 years. We've been even supporting the servers ourselves for the past 3 years.
All right.
What was the contract?
Come on.
Yes.
The contract was awarded 2021, sir.
But it says the job has been completed over 3 years. This is 2024. So did you complete the project before it started?
Before what?
Before the project even started, did you already complete it?
Honorable, come on.
Or was that an exaggeration?